So first off, what you want to do is decide how big you want your sacks to be. If you want to put makeup or nail polish in them, or like me, if you just want to have some decent sized chocolate bars in there. So for me, I needed mine to be 11 centimetres by 15 centimetres, which is big enough for 2 snack size Mars bars. And then we want to add seam allowance. I use 1 centimetre because that's the width of my machine foot. And then I added 3 centimetres at the top, which is 1 centimetre for the ribbon and 2 centimetres at the top for a ruffle. So that gives me 18 by 13. We then want to times the height by 4, which gives us a front and back plus the front and back lining, which gives us 72 centimetres. Then we need to add seam allowance to the top and bottom. So for me, that's 2 centimetres, giving me a total height of 74 centimetres. So now that we've decided how big we need them to be, you need to decide how many days or people you want to make them for. So I'm going to do full Advent, which is 24 days. And my husband and I are going to share the pouches, which is why they need to be big enough for 2 bars of chocolate. So cut out your desired amount. And then what you want to do is you want to fold those in half. And sew around the edges like I'm showing you here. You want to leave a gap to turn them. Then once you've sewed all the way around, you want to turn them, poking out the corners. and then you can close up the gap that you left. You can either do this with a whip stitch, or to be honest it's the lining, so to be quick I just machined mine and closed. And then once you've got that, you've got a nice big tube. What you want to do is you want to push the lining inside. And then you can use your fingers to make sure that the corners match up, just like you were putting a duvet cover on your duvet. Make sure that's all straight. I like to give a little tug on each of the seams just to make sure they're straight. Flatten it all out, and then you want to do the casing for the ribbon. So I slide mine under my machine and I use the 2cm guide on the machine plate as a guide, and I sew 2cm down. Then once I've done that, I use the machine foot as a guide because I know that's 1cm, and just line up the edge of the foot with the line of stitches that I've just made, and then that'll make a casing for the ribbon. Then what you want to do is you want to grab your ribbon, an awl or a sharp needle, and then you want a blunt needle or a safety pin. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to pierce a hole on either side of each seam for the ribbon to go through. Try and get it to not go through the lining fabric, you just want it to go through the outside, and then you want to do 4 of those. And then you want to thread your needle into your safety pin or your tapestry needle, and then just thread the ribbon through. You want to start on one side and go through all 4 holes and then tie a knot. And then you want to start on the opposite side and go through all 4 holes and tie a knot, just like I'm showing you here. And then once you've got one, you just need to make a load more, and you can either put them in a basket and you can make a nice little hanging sign to put on the front with people's names, or what you could do is you could tie a ribbon around a door, and you can use pegs, or I'm using quilting clips in this example, and you can clip them to the ribbon around the door, which is quite nice. But if you're going to be putting heavy things like foundations and nail polishes in there, you might want to either get some really strong clips or go with the basket idea. So enjoy. Thanks for watching.